Hello and welcome back to my channel of free trade analysis. If you guys are new to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button and also do not forget to click on the bell icon so you guys can receive regular notifications from my end. I give you daily intraday trades for your daily trading purpose, and we make profits on a regular basis, on daily basis, and our accuracy is more than 80 to 90%. And if you guys want to verify my results, you guys can always go back to my previous videos. And if you are short on time, then you can also click on the timestamps given below and save your time and go exactly to your desired pair. Okay, so as per our routine, we are going to start off with the USDJPY analysis from where we left off tomorrow. So when we were discussing USDJPY yesterday, the market was trending over here in this area, and we gave you a buying opportunity, and you guys can clearly see that this buying opportunity played well, and you can clearly see that this area came into play tomorrow as well. Market entered this zone and then market closed above this area and market went up straight away, and we gave you a good buying opportunity, so you guys could have gone long from here and maybe made a little 1% profit till here. And another opportunity came to your way when market retested this area. You guys can clearly see upon here market retested this area and this given scenario came into play. And on the third hand, we gave you a risky buying opportunity, but if you guys would have taken this trade, you guys would have hit your stop loss in this but if you guys would have taken the trade again upon a retest, which was this area, then you guys would have made a good profit. Okay, so now let us check the amount of profits that we would have made. First of all, let us check if we would have taken a trade over here. The amount of profit would be approximately till here, and my stop loss would be approximately till here. So this is a good 2.1% profit in this trade. And another a long trade would be this area. Okay, so our take profit would be approximately this area, and our stop loss would be just below this candle. So this is an easy 1%, as I told you before. And if we would have taken a long trade from here, but that would not really make sense because we have already tested this area. Now let us see that if we would have gone short from here. Okay, since we gave you this area of resistance tomorrow as well, I clearly marked this area, and you guys can clearly see that market entered this area and then market closed below this area. And if you guys would have shorted from here, this would be a bonus trade for you guys. And still approximately how much profit would have come to your way? Approximately 1.6% profit would have come to your way from here as well. And if you guys were a safe trader, then you guys would have shorted from here. Your stop loss would be just above this candle, and your take profit would be approximately till here. So this would be a good 2% profit, and this is a safe trade as well. Okay, so now let us remove the previous day scenarios and let us discuss the fresh scenarios for USDJPY, that what it can do with us tomorrow and what are the possible trades that we can take. Okay, so market is currently just above our yesterday's resistance. Okay, so let me mark our new most recent area of resistance, which is support, which is this area, and our most recent area of resistance, which will be approximately this zone. Okay, so how are we going to take our trades now? That's a tricky question. Okay, so first of all, let me move the arrows from yesterday a little forward, as these areas are still valid. Okay, so if the market, as you can clearly see, market is over here. If market tests this support, we are going to go long if the market closes above this support. Let me mark it in green color. And if market just closes above this area of support, which you guys can clearly see, currently market is over here as well. So if we are a risky buyer, then maybe we can go long straight away. And if we are a non-risky buyer, then we are going to wait for market to go above this area of resistance, and then market to test this area of resistance once again, and then we will go long accordingly if market goes above from here as well. Okay, so on the other hand, if market simply tests this area of resistance and then market closes below this area, then we can go short from here. Let me mark it in red color. And if we are a risky seller, then we can go short if market closes below this area of support. And if we wait a little and market closes below this area of support and then market tests this area of support once again, then maybe we can go short once market closes below this area of support. So these will be the ideal scenarios for tomorrow. Let me move the arrows a little ahead so we do not miss on the bonus opportunities that can come our way tomorrow as well. Okay, so these will be the possible scenarios for USDJPY tomorrow. So now let us move on to the next pair, which is the Dow Jones, the DJI analysis. And yeah, so let us check that what market did with us today. So yesterday when we were discussing, market was over here, and we gave you some trades that when market went up straight away, or if you were a risky buyer, then you would have definitely, or maybe not. Yes, but definitely you would have hit your stop loss on this area. But on the second opportunity from here, you guys would have made a good profit. Okay, that was a risky buy, and then over here, this was a not a risky buy. And upon a retest, when if you guys would have taken a trade upon a retest, then you guys would be in good profit. So let me take the positions accordingly. Let's suppose that you have hit your one risky stop loss over here. And then once you enter over here on your next trade, and how much profit would come to your way approximately till here, and your stop loss would be exactly over here. So this is an easy 4.2% profit. And another scenario was that when market entered over here and market closed above this area, you guys could have gone long. Okay, so if you would have gone long from here, and then still you guys would have made a good profit, approximately 5.5%. And considering the short area, you guys can clearly see I gave you this area as an area of resistance. If you guys would have shorted from here, you guys could have made a good profit till here. So let me take this trade as well. So this would be our stop loss, and our take profit would be approximately this area. So this was an easy 1.3% profit. Okay, and the second area of resistance is currently in play. So now let me remove the previous day scenarios and let me give you the fresh scenarios for tomorrow as what this market can do with us tomorrow. So we will be ready and we will take the trades accordingly. Okay, so as you guys can clearly see that this area of resistance is now acting as an area of support, and this area of resistance as well. So both these areas have now converted into the areas of support. Let me remove this arrow, as now a new area has been formed, as you guys can clearly see that this new area is right now in play. Okay, let me just stretch it a little. Okay, something like this. Let me open the 4-hour chart so I can have a better idea as what this market is doing. And you guys can clearly see we guys do not have any level till here, and before that we do not have any level until and unless over here. Okay, so let me go back to the 1-hour chart. Okay, so in the 1-hour chart, how do we see that we are basically going to look for a good area of support to buy this pair. Okay, so the most recent area of support will be this area, and most recent area of resistance will be approximately this area. Okay, so I'm going to mark it in the red color so I have a better idea, and let me remove this arrow as well. Okay, so how are we going to take the trade if market enters over this support and market closes above this support area? We are gonna go long. And on the other hand, if market closes above this area of resistance, we are gonna go long straight away. And if we are a non-risky buyer, we will wait for market to break this area of resistance, then market to retest this area of resistance, and then market to close above this area of resistance once again. Okay, and on the other side, if market tests this area of resistance and then market closes below this area, we are gonna go short. And if market closes below this area of support, we are going to go short straight away if we are a risky seller. And if we are not a risky seller, we are going to wait for market to break this area of support, then market to retest this area of support, and then maybe we can go short if market continues its move downwards. Okay, so let me give you the bonus areas of trade. This is this area. Market enters this area, we are going to look for a good buying opportunity, and on the other hand, we are also going to look for a good buying opportunity from here as well. Okay, so if at any given point of time market enters this area as well, we are going to go long from here, and this arrow has been already given to you previously, so this arrow is still valid. And similarly, if we face if market enters this area of resistance, we are going to look for a good selling opportunity from here as well. Okay, so these will be the scenarios for the DJ analysis for tomorrow, the Dow Jones. Now let us move on to the cryptocurrencies, which is the BTC. So in the BTC analysis, what has happened since yesterday? Okay, so we have hit our stop loss previously, the trade that I took yesterday, but the given scenarios that I gave to you guys have how have they performed. Now let me check those as well. Okay, so as you guys can clearly see, I gave you this area of support, and you guys can clearly see market tested this area when market closed above this area. But and if you guys would have gone long from here, then you guys would have made a huge profit. Okay, so let me take this trade. This will be your area of what you guys can say this, and your stop loss would be just below this area. So this was an easy 4.6% profit. And another area of support was given when market tested this area. You guys could have gone long once again from here, and once again 4.6% profit would have come to your way. And on the other hand, if you guys would have gone long from here upon closing of this candle, then still you guys would have made approximately 2 to more than 2% profit. Okay, so your take profit would be 2.1% if you had taken this trade. So now let us discuss the fresh scenarios for BTC, that what it can do with us tomorrow. So first of all, let me remove the previous day's scenarios and let me discuss fresh scenarios with you guys. Okay, as you guys can clearly see, a new area of resistance has been formed. Let me remove this. Okay, so let me mark this new area of resistance and let me also open the 4-hour chart. And you can clearly see that in the 4-hour chart we do not have any recent area of resistance or support available with us. So let us go back to the 1-hour chart, and you guys can clearly see that in the 1-hour chart we are currently hovering over the area of resistance and it might be broken. Okay, so now this area has now turned into an area of support, and this arrow will be removed as well, and this area of support will now resistance has now returned into an area of support. So let me mark more areas, as this is an area of most recent support. Okay, so how are we going to trade this pair? We are going to look for a short area of resistance. Okay, so this will be my most recent area of resistance of support, and my most recent area of resistance will be approximately this area. So let me mark my trades accordingly. As you guys can clearly see that how to buy and sell this pair. If market respects this area of resistance and market closes below this area, we are gonna go short. On the other hand, if market closes below this area of support, we are going to go short straight away. And if market closes below this area of support and then market retests this area of support, we are going to go short after that as well. Okay, and on the other hand, if market tests this area of support and market closes above this area, we are gonna go long. And on the other hand, if market closes above this area of resistance, we are gonna go long straight away. And thirdly, if market closes above this area of resistance and market retests this area of resistance and then market closes above this area, then we are gonna go long once again. And a bonus scenario that can come out to our way is that if market just closes below this area, then we maybe we can go short. If market just simply closes below this area in a selling direction. Okay, and similarly, if just if market enters this area, and we are going to look for good buying opportunity from here and from the previous area as well. Okay, so these will be the scenarios for tomorrow, and please just take the trades accordingly. Now let us discuss the next pair, which is Ethereum. Okay, so what did Ethereum do with us since the yesterday we were discussing this pair, and you guys can clearly see that our scenarios have been hit in a good manner. When we were discussing, market was over here, and you guys can clearly see that the buying opportunities did not really come into play. The selling opportunity did, however, come into play, and if you were a risky seller, then your stop loss would be hit, but similarly, your take profit would be also hit. Okay, so how are we going to trade this pair? The double top happened, and you guys can clearly see from here and from this area the double top happened, and from this total area to this total area another double top happened similarly. So if You guys can clearly see I gave you this support area. If market entered this area, we would have gone long. But this was overall a very difficult pair to understand yesterday. So how you would have gone long or short? You can clearly see that market tested this area of support, market closed above this area. We could have gone long from here, and our take profit would be approximately over here, and my stop loss would be just below this candle. So this would be a 1.9% profit. And similarly, if we would check that market tested this area and then market respected this area, we would have gone short from here. And you can clearly see that if we would have gone short from here, our take profit would be approximately till here. So this was an easy 2.1% profit. And if you were a risky seller, we would have hit our first stop loss over here, but first stop loss over here and second stop loss over here. But we would have not taken the risky trades because the market was constantly acting abnormal. So in these kind of scenarios, I do not really prefer to take any position. So because the positions are very unclear. Unless from this area, as you can clearly see that this area was given to you as a bonus area to buy this pair, and you guys can clearly see if you would have gone long from here, still 1% profit would have come to your way. Let me take the last sample trade for you guys. Okay, so and our stop loss would be over here, so this rather 0.8%. Okay, so let me remove the previous day's scenarios and let me put on the fresh scenarios for you guys so we do not miss on the any potential profits in Ethereum as well. Okay, now as you guys can clearly see, now this area is going to act as an area of resistance, and this area line is now also going to act as an area of resistance. Our support areas have been already beautifully marked. Now let me also check the 4-hour chart. And you guys can clearly see that our new stop loss or other resistance area has been formed. So let me just take the trade accordingly. Okay, so this is our new area of resistance. Let me stretch it a little till here. Okay, so how are we going to take a trade? Let me remove this arrow. Let me go to the 1-hour chart. Okay, so let me mark my short-term areas of support and resistance. So this is an area of support, and my more a short-term area of resistance will be this area approximately. So let me mark this in red color. Okay, so how are we going to trade? Just have a look. If market respects this support area and market closes above this area of support, we are gonna go long. And if market just simply closes above this area of resistance, we can go long straight away. We are a risky buyer, and if we are not a risky buyer, we are going to wait for the market to close above this area of resistance and market to retest this area, and then we will go long accordingly. And on the other hand, if market tests this area of resistance and market closes below this area, we are gonna go short. On the other hand, if market just simply closes below this area of support, we are gonna go short straight away. And thirdly, if market just closes below this area of support and then market retests this area of support and then market closes below this area, we are gonna go short once again. Okay, the bonus trades have been already marked, and I am marking a few more as this area, and this area is our area of interest to go long or short. So let us just be vigilant as from where we are going to take our trades. Okay, well, that's all from the today's videos. And if you guys are still watching this video, then please click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon so you guys can receive regular notifications from my end. And if you guys want to understand anything further, then please give me your feedback in the comment section. And I'm repeating once again that if you guys are short on time, then just straight away click on the timestamps, and please keep sharing and give us a thumbs up as well. Okay, thank you. See you guys in the next video.